Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing okay. I'm just trying to adjust myself here. I'm just going to give a few minutes to let some people come on. So I won't start straight away just so that nobody misses the beginning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope that I am on. We have an issue. Hello. Give me a wave if you're on so I know you're there. I see a thumbs up. That's good. We have dodgy Wi-Fi out here in the country. Oh, hi, Sandy. We have dodgy Wi-Fi, so I'm hoping that this works well because my children are both on homeschooling and live Teams, and I tried to pick a time when I thought they weren't on Teams, but one of them still is. So hopefully this works well. I'm just giving a few minutes for some people to come on. Good morning. Happy Friday. I just want to give a few minutes for people to get on so that they don't feel like they've missed the beginning. If you're on and want to say hi. Hi, Kaylee Jo. Morning. Happy Friday. Hi, Joanne. Happy Friday to you. I hope everyone's doing all right. I don't know about you, but I'm really glad it's Friday, even though Saturday and Sunday don't look a lot different, but without the homeschooling. So that's a blessing. So I'm just going to give it another minute to let people come on so that I can start. I don't want anyone to miss out on the beginning, even though I know in playback they can see it all. I hope you guys have had a good week. Hi, Shelley. Nice to see you on this morning. I love to read comments and I love to hear from you guys and what you find helpful and what questions you might have. I'll try and address them. If there's lots, I might get thrown off, so I might get back to them at the end of my little chat, if that's okay. But don't feel like you can't comment at all, because I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, we'll get going in just a second. Like I said earlier, I hope my Wi-Fi is okay. We live in the country and sometimes it's not brilliant. Well, all the time it's not brilliant, but hopefully it is good for the whole 20-ish minutes. Hopefully it's not bad. One of my daughters is on Teams. I thought it wasn't until later, but she has one this morning. So I'm going to get started. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm going to introduce myself again. I'm Jenny McKenna, and I am a director in Carlisle. My team, Scented Sparklers, my fabulous team, they are local and not local. Have some in Scotland. We've had team members in Northern Ireland, and we also have team in America. We've had team in Region 3, but we currently don't have any there. I hope you're all keeping well this week, and yeah, just praying that all is well with you. Oh, sorry, that's just someone tagging someone. Okay, excellent. So today I'm talking about your why and branding, but we're not talking about Scentsy branding, so we'll get into it. The most important thing I want to share with you this morning is about being you, authentically you. So sharing your why and branding. It is so important that you have a PWS, a personal website, with Scentsy. Now, Lisa mentioned it the other day. When you first join Scentsy, you get it free for 3 months, and then after the 3 months, you pay £10 a month. I'm just going to swipe the comments to the side because sometimes they are a bit distracting. Not because you guys are distracting. I just know I like to chat to people and I'll get distracted. But I'll bring them back up in a minute. So really important to have a PWS. Why is it so important? I know I've had team members in the past who said, well, nobody buys through my PWS, so I don't need it because I'm paying £10 a month for something nobody's using. But I don't agree with that because I do realize it's a cost, but it's a cost that you're investing in your business. Your website isn't just a place people buy through. It is a place that they go and see your shop. Lisa talked about your shop being open 24 hours a day. Your website is your shop open. If you don't have a website, they have nowhere to go to unless you've given them a catalog. And even then, sometimes that's not open all the time. So your website is really important to have. And what's even more important is not just to have the website, but to have information about you on it. So have you done your story in your PWS? Have any of you done your story on your PWS? There's a bit where you put in a face, a picture, something people connect to, and a little bit about you or more about you. Having a story is so important, and I'm going to tell you why. Not only is your PWS advertising, it's a way people find they connect with you. They connect with you because they see you and because they can read about you. If they don't see anything and it's just a generic page, they're not going to connect very well. So here's an example. I needed an Avon consultant. Like, could I find one anywhere? Like, there's like a bajillion Avon people, and I didn't know anyone who did it. So I got on their website and I searched for it. And it came up with a list of 15 people that were local to me. Out of those 15 people, only 2 had anything personal on it whatsoever. 3 of them weren't even updated, and the phone numbers like went dead, like it didn't go to anyone. The 2 that had personal information, only one of them even answered their phone and got back to me, and then never got back to me after she ordered, which doesn't say a lot for them. But my point being, when I got on there, I was like, oh, how am I going to choose between 15 people? Well, it was really easy because only 2 of them had anything personal, and I wasn't going to pick someone who had nothing about them, because why would I pick someone I can't connect with? I picked someone that I could read something about, that I could see a picture. And I'm not saying a picture says everything, but it does give you a face that you think, oh, I want to talk to her. She looks friendly. She looks nice. So a website, your website is very important. So important. And it's so important that if you have one, you put your story on it. So one of my challenges for you today is, if you haven't written your story on your PWS, then you need to go and do that today. We all have a reason why we joined, don't we? So for some of us, it might be we needed more money. For some of us, it's a hobby, or you wanted freedom. People don't buy, this is a quote from a TED Talk by Simon Sinek, I think, and I love this quote. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People are going to buy from you because of what they know about you, because of why you are doing Scentsy. They are going to buy they're not buying what you do, they buy why you do it. So on my story, let me tell you about me. I probably need to update it again. And your story can change over time. So like I said, introduce myself. I've been doing Scentsy for 10 years. So in 10 years, my story has changed massively. A lot of it is still the reason I started, but the reasons I carry on are different. So I joined Scentsy 10 years ago, when I had a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. And I didn't want to go back to work. I did not want to have to go back to work. I had 2 children at home. Some of you might be able to tell, I'm not local. I'm from America, and I married a Brit and I moved over here. So I had no family local. My husband's family is not local. And I just thought, I don't want to pay someone else to look after my children when I go back to work. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just not what I wanted. And it was going to be really hard for us to do that. So I was desperately trying to find anything that would keep me at home, and someone introduced me to Scentsy. So my journey with Scentsy was purely because I didn't want to go back to work, but also my husband has a good job, but flights to America for 4 people are super expensive. Maybe not at the moment because we can't go, but they're really expensive. So my goal was to make money to take me and the family to America to see my family as often as I could, because it was too expensive to go all the time. We couldn't just go for a weekend. So that was my main why when I started. So when I have parties, I would share that why. I would share what I was doing my Scentsy for, what I needed my Scentsy for. My why has changed over the years because my business has grown. So my why is still to go see my family, but it's also to fund my children's dance classes. It's also to buy pretty shoes sometimes. It's also a lot more than that, because then I started growing a team, and my why became my team, because I love them, because they're fantastic and I like investing time in them, and I love the relationships that I build with them. So I share that as part of my why now. So like I said, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if people aren't hearing from you and don't know why you're passionate about Scentsy, or what makes it great, or why you joined, they maybe have less inclination to buy from you. Our products are fantastic, and we all, hands up, love buying them, but people will choose anyone to buy them from. It doesn't have to be you. It can be someone else, but you want them to buy from you because they connect with you. So secondly, People buy from people they connect with. I'm just looking at my notes so I don't miss anything. People buy with people they connect with. So let's talk about personal branding. So we all know about Scentsy branding. Lisa talked about branding yesterday and wearing a Scentsy cap and going out and having Scentsy on you. But let's talk about personal branding. Personal branding is what makes you special. You want to stand out. Now, there is no such thing as too many Scentsy consultants because it's only good to add to the Scentsy family. But you want to stand out to your customers so that they keep returning to you, that people want to choose you. Why are they going to choose you? What makes you, you? So we're not talking about Scentsy branding here because although that's important and you need to make sure that people know that you're a Scentsy girl or a Scentsy man, you want people to know that that's your business, that this is what you do, it's what you love, it's what you share. But Scentsy branding is different than personal branding. Personal branding is what makes you very special. You want to brand you. Don't just follow the crowd. You want to blend. You don't want to blend in. Sorry, you don't want to blend in. You want to be you, authentically you, which I am all about being authentically you because there are lots of people in the world and we're all individuals and we can all be the same, but that's very boring. So you want to show people what makes you you. Do you have a favorite hobby? Do you have a favorite flower? Do you have a favorite dog or cat or kid? Or maybe all of them. Are you fun? Can you sing? Can you dance? Do you wear bright clothing? You know, what makes you you? Are you the girl who always has that pink lipstick or that red lipstick on? What makes you you? So I'm still establishing my branding, but a few years ago, I started investigating this. So first of all, I want to say I am not perfect at branding, and I'm certainly not perfect on social media, which I'm working on because I kind of fought against social media for a while, if I'm honest, and I'm only just trying to catch up. But branding, I started branding my business a few years ago. So rather than having all of the Scentsy things, so we know Scentsy does great marketing and branding. This is Scentsy catalog, right? But I started to personalize things to me. So let's take a favorite color. I wore it for you today. My favorite color is green. So I thought, right, how am I going to brand me? What is everything going to look like that I give to my customers? So I'm just going to show you a few things. I made my own business cards. They're nothing fancy. Can you see them? There we go. I kept the star because it connects to Scentsy, but I made it green. Scentsy had green anyways in some of their colors. So then I made green and I made it simple. I could make it a bit more jazzy, but for now, this is what I've done and it's green. And then I put these in all my orders and I put the star again and it's green. These go in my orders and they're telling people how to use their wax and how to change it. And I put the star so it connects with my brand. Are you catching the theme here? This last summer, I took a picture in my green coat because I love my green coat and I realized how well it went with my brand. So I put this with my catalogs this year. Got a bit of green, got some stars going on, and I got me in my green coat. Now, I won't always have that same picture, but for now, it fits in my brand because it's me in my green coat. So do you see the theme? So I put green tissue paper in my customer bags with a little bit of a purple ribbon for the purple Scentsy. At Christmas, I changed it up a bit to make it more Christmassy, but that's my brand. My customers know that. Part of my branding is I always throw sweets or chocolates into my customers' orders. Now, that's also, a lot of you probably do that. So it's not necessarily just personal branding, but my customers know that they're always going to get that from me. So I'm making it specific. I'm standing myself out. I do something for my customers. It's a bit of customer service, but it's also a bit of branding because I've always done it, so they know they're always going to get it. That's personal branding. So for me, like I said, oh, sorry, I forgot to turn off my notifications. Let me turn those off. So for me, personal branding started with just a bit of advertising, a color. So that's one thing I've done. One thing I've started doing more of with my personal branding is more of who I am. So my personal branding, I'm trying to kind of build a little bit more on social media is what do I like? What am I like? Scentsy is my business, but a few years ago, or quite a while back now, I tried to make everything about me, Scentsy. But that's not natural because although I'm a Scentsy gal through and through and I've been doing it 10 years, there's a lot more to me as well. And I realized that people were only seeing the Scentsy side of me. They weren't seeing the mum. Well, they kind of did see the mum because that was part of me. But they didn't see all the fun things that I like to do, the way I live my life. And they didn't connect with anything other than Scentsy. So if they liked Scentsy and they liked me, they bought Scentsy. But they didn't always connect with my other bits. So I started sharing my love of fell walking. I introduced Lisa to the love of fell walking, I think. But paddleboarding. I absolutely love paddleboarding. It's a passion of mine. I just love the outdoors. So I share that with people. I have curly hair. I've started sharing about my taking care of it, how I've changed my routine, what it means to be a curly head girl. Part of my brand is being American in a place that I'm an expat and foreign. That's a little bit of my branding. I don't share it a lot because I like to fit in to where I'm living because this is my home. It's everything. But it is part of who I am. So I share those things. Those are my personal branding. I wouldn't use lots of things, but you want to pick a few things. Pick 3 things. What are your 3 favorite things? Are you like the obsessed coffee drinker? Then you share your coffee mugs every day, you know. Are you the person who, like I said, wears pink lipstick? Or are you the person who has a really great laugh? That every time you do a live, there's a laugh that just is contagious to everyone. And they think, oh, there's that laughing Scentsy lady. You want people to give you a name like that laughing Scentsy lady, or the lady who always, oh, that's what I was going to say, because I thought of this because I do love green. And I thought, how many of you know, it's a book and a movie, Shopaholic. Is it Shopaholics Anonymous? I can't remember what it's called now. And she's the girl with the green scarf because she was anonymous and she's the girl with the green scarf. And that's what she becomes. She becomes known as the girl with the green scarf because her whole journey started about how she wanted a green scarf and couldn't afford it. You want people to give you a title, to know you by who you are. But let's go back to the beginning again. You want to be you, authentically you. You're not creating someone else in this brand. You're creating you in this brand. You want to share your best bits with people. Maybe some of your not best bits. Maybe that's part of your brand. Maybe it's how clumsy you are, or how quirky you are that you think maybe is a negative, but actually it's not. It's just who you are. You want to share that with people, and people will then connect with you because you're being authentic with them. Let me just make sure I've got everything here. You want to think outside the box. You want to think outside the box and think about what, like I said, pick 3 things that are you. Pick 3 things and share those things on social media. Share them with your customers in messages. Find the customers or find the people who share those things and let that be part of your Scentsy journey. You bring Scentsy into it. Scentsy is a part of all of us because we all joined because we loved it, didn't we? We loved something about Scentsy. Bring Scentsy into that, but make it personal to you. Don't make it just Scentsy. Make it you. I know one of the big SSDs, she talks about being the dog mum, and that's part of her branding because she always has a funny story about her dog, which is fantastic. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're the dog mum, or maybe you're the mum of a toddler who does crazy things. I know another SSD who talks about her toddler, and he has a nickname, you know. So you want to make it personal. So I hope that's helped you guys today, because I think it's really important that we talk about Scentsy branding and definitely make sure people know that you are a Scentsy consultant. But you definitely want them to know who you are and be authentic, because they can only connect with you if they know who you are and they can engage with that. And be you, because that is the best person to be. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm just going to look at some of these. If there's anything on here. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I hope this has been helpful. Like I said, I'm not an expert by any means about branding on social media, certainly, or an expert at all. But I definitely am an expert at being me. I work really hard at that, and I encourage my team to be them and be authentic. And that's part of Scentsy. Oh, hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Oh, there's Shelley. She's the dog mum. I'm glad you could get up with us in the middle of the night, Kathy. Hi, Emma. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope this has really helped you this morning. I hope it's given you something to feed off of. Maybe you're already doing this and you can share your ideas with us. So honestly, I'm not an expert, but I have experience and I like to share it with people. Sometimes it's still stuff I'm working on, but it's ideas and I'm sharing them. So make sure you share your ideas with us and what you're doing. Dedication to Scentsy and motherhood. That's it. So, yeah. Have a really happy Friday, guys. I'm going to call it quits. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything on the chat. But I hope you guys have a great Friday, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with your branding. So I'm going to post in just a little bit the challenges for today. One of them is to put your story on your PWS if you haven't already, or maybe to update your story if it's already there. I'm definitely going to look at mine and read it again. And then I'm also going to challenge you to come up with those 3 things that are you, those 3 things you're going to brand, and work on that. So have a great day, everyone. See you later. Bye.